Good morning, good morning, good morning. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good morning. I am at Dunkin' Donuts. So I just started watching my fast videos because that's when I'm getting ready to fast. I usually mind prep myself, and no better way for me to do it than to watch other people that have done it or are doing it. So I'm at my jeans purse. I'm at Dunkin' Donuts actually getting my mint tea. I get the mint tea with a little splash of liquid sugar in it just for the beginning. It's the beginning. It's my first day going back on my water fast, and I just made up in my mind. I mean, it's mine is sort of a double between spiritual, because I do it, and between spiritual and weight loss, because I originally started it 2 years ago, doing specifically just for weight loss. And let me say this: if you're a spiritual person and you start a fast for weight loss, it becomes spiritual. It becomes spiritual. You can't help it. It's like everything is increased. Your prayer loss, your senses, your prayer life, your senses, everything is increased. So you basically, it becomes a spiritual journey in itself. It's empowerment. You know, it's really empowering for youth, faith, spirituality, just everything. Even in yourself, it increases your faith within yourself to be able to conquer your body, your cravings, the things that you know you shouldn't eat. I'm going to retract that. I wouldn't say shouldn't eat, because I don't know if there's anything in the world that you shouldn't eat if it's on your palate already, if it's something that you normally eat. I don't do frog legs and all that, but other countries they do. So I mean, I don't think it's anything that per se you shouldn't eat. Everything for me is in moderation. I think you can eat anything you want to eat as long as you do it within moderation. Moderation is key. However, I'm smiling because I got married and my last name is now Key. And so when I say Key, it kind of, I can use so many things to hype up my name, put my name in. It's so cool. All right. So I got married April 29th of this year, 2023, and to an amazing man, and we're great. And you hear that wedding bliss, marriage bliss, just got married, so it's new, but no. We've had our battles prior to getting married. We kind of like hacked it out. And this thing, okay, in case you hear that, I'm riding with my cat this morning, and she is on the floor now. Okay, she was just on the seat. However, it's the first time for a lot of things for me. This is the first time that I actually found a man that I really know that he gets me. You know, I mean, he married me with all. Listen, anybody that knows me, I fasted 2 years ago, January. It was 2 years ago, January. It wasn't last year, January. I don't know. I have to go back in my books and see. But anyway, long story short, I went down from 230 something pounds to 161 pounds. It wasn't all in the 30-day fast. I was already down to a certain portion of myself. I was already down to like 200 pounds. So I had gotten off at least posted 30 pounds prior to doing the water fast for 30 days in January of either last year or year before last. I'd have to go back in my pictures and know exactly, and I'll tell you later. However, I went down to 161. I couldn't see the issue with that. I was happy and everything else, but everybody else was like, oh my God, you gotta stop. Even my aunt, who's always Cotton, my cat. Sorry. Even my aunt. Come here, baby. Come here, baby. Come here. Come up here. Even my aunt, who's always like, why you again with Jamaican? Why look at I mean niece that boy. Yeah. So she was like, you need to eat. Every time I go over by her house, she's trying to feed me. Eat some. Come. You need to eat something. You look. Watch your face look. You know, and just the whole time she's just really, and I'm like, but I look good. You know, and yeah, when I go back now and look at the, oh my God, I need to put up a window. I'm sorry. It's been raining over here. We sort of turn, the road is wet. It's like a pretty dull day, nothing. Yeah, no sun yet. Wait, so there's my cattail. So yeah, I've been, and there she is, my Cotton. So I've been, what was I saying? Yeah, I went back and looked at some of my pictures, and I'm like, oh my God, I was really, my face, my nose even, I had a white girl nose. I had a white, my nose shrank. I couldn't believe it. I had a pointer. I'm talking about, yeah. I am going to bring up a picture at some point so you guys can see a couple of pictures of how I was back in January of either last year or year before last. I really got to go back and check and see what year it was now. Time goes by so fast, so I don't know. I don't want to lie and say something that I'm not sure of. Anyhow, this is day one. I just stopped at Dunkin' Donuts and got me a minty. I'm letting that cool a little bit. It's really hot, and letting it cool a little bit, and I'm gonna drink that. It's my for breakfast. She's licking the cup. It's hot, and she's licking the cup or sniffing the cup, whatever. And so I'm doing a water fast again. I did it for 30 days, and up until the first water fast, I did a few videos on it, but I didn't post them. And if I can, I will try to bring those up later on as on our journey. But this is day one. I am going to post this day one. And the reason I'm going to post it is if anybody wants to start with me, you know, to encourage each other, because I'm going to need it. I'm going to need it. Because, yeah, we do need to encourage each other, to push each other through, because it's not easy. However, I have faith in it because I did it already, and I'm going to do it again. And I have faith in myself to know that I can accomplish this. However, the reasons for me doing it right now is really for weight loss, and there's a spirituality part about it too that I'm incorporating. It wasn't really my intentions, but I believe as a spiritual person, as a believer, I believe that I need to make it a little bit more about my spirituality and less about myself. So I don't want to be that person that's selfish. Here, so this is my baby. Let me just introduce her to you. This is Cotton. This is my baby. Her name is Cotton. Yeah, and this is another first for me, guys. Other than the beautiful man that I married, that actually gets me. That was the first. All right. Oh, I was saying he gets me, and he loved me with all my roles. And that poopa, he just loves his wife, and I was so uncomfortable about my body. You know how that uncomfortable feeling you get when you go into a relationship. I don't have the air on because she had a bath this morning, and I didn't turn the air on in the car because I don't want her to get sick. But she's dry now because I'm burning up. Yeah, hot flashes coming in. My face is getting oily, so yeah, I just turned the air on. So disrespectful. Anyways, as I was saying, he loved me with all my rolls and curves and the fupa and the thighs and legs. My legs have gotten to where they're almost going into one with my knee, and I'm like, oh my God, there's no definition between my knee and my thighs? No, Kathy. Let's just do better. Let's do better. You know better. You know, and you know you can be sexy big, and I'm always proud of my big sexy self. But when I'm starting to get to big and I don't see sexy, that's what makes me start. Nah, this is my temple. This is what I need to take care of. This is where I harvest my spirituality. This is where everything must be in this form, and this form needs to be taken care of, and I need to take care of it. So that's why I say it becomes a little bit more spiritual in a sense. Okay? So yeah, the other first is a cat. I have not. In all my life, I've always had dogs. This is my first damn cat, and she's bipolar. I mean, I get it. She found us one morning, one day. We're watching TV and on the phone at the same time. You know how you're multitasking, and there's a meow, 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 and you're hearing it, but you're like, oh, it must be the TV because you're on the phone. And then you look up at the TV and you don't see the meow on the TV. And then at the same time, my husband gets up and he's going. And so as soon as he got up to look, I was like, is that a cat? Because like I'm realizing that he's hearing what I'm hearing, and he's looking out the window. So then here she is, little ball like this. I might post a picture later. It's not about her. And she's underneath my window, and just meowing. And then here comes the birds, and my husband felt like he needed to save her from the birds, right? So here comes the birds getting ready to get her, you know. And there's a street cleaner, and if I want to turn down my street, but he's like, yeah, so he's like, I gotta go save her, and then that was it. That was all she wrote. Our first cat, both of us. He's not an animal lover, and I hated cats. Had bad experiences with them as a kid, and I think I have had PTSD all my life up until right now. Now I have her, and it's been, yeah, she's really bipolar. She's yeah, I'm driving and picking my finger. Yeah, it's been tough raising a cat. They're nothing like dogs. She is, her temperament, her independence, her, you know, she doesn't want to be, when she doesn't want to be touched or bothered, just leave her alone and you'll be fine. The moment you start messing with her, she gets into her bipolarism, and yeah, so that's the main thing with me and her. I don't do that, but my husband does, because for some reason, all of a sudden, he is a lover of cats. Still hates dogs, so he says, and I don't want to. I love dogs. I when we got married, that was a promise he made to me, that I can get a dog even though he doesn't like dogs. And then here she comes, bursting my hustle. Now he's like, that's your dog. I'm like, that's a cat. That's not my dog. But I don't know if I'm going to be able to get a dog now, because she has made it bad for animals in our life, because she's so bipolar with him and he doesn't like it. She's bit him. In all honesty, he's kicked her, stepped on her and everything. Kicked her in his sleep. She was sniffing his foot, and in his sleep he kind of kicked her across the room. Yeah. So that's why their relationship is so bad. Anyway, long story short, let's get past that. So yeah, it's a first for a cat as well, and let's get back to my fasting. I am doing this again. Obvious reasons. I'm right now. The other day when I weighed, I kid you not, folks. I believe I weighed in at 267 pounds or 261 pounds. I didn't write it down because I was still upset with myself. And my husband, oh my God, it's already 15 minutes. I'm not going to talk this to death. My husband is a chef, long story short. So that's basically another problem. He's just, I don't go a day without some new food, or I have went days without new food. Like he'll bring the same stuff sometimes, salads, but his salads is this much lettuce and loaded with whatever, shrimp, steak, whatever on top, chicken. So I was like, could you give me more greens? And I didn't say less anything else because I don't want to mess it up. But long story short, he feeds the hell out of me. It's not just salads. So, and here I am. It's not all his fault, but since I've been with him, which is over a year and a half, I'm a whopping almost 40 pounds heavier. No. Yeah, it sucks. So, okay, for day one, mint tea. I got it from Dunkin' Donuts because they only put one bag. Usually when you get a large, but I should have requested 2 bags. You can request 2 bags of mint. They only put one. And they would put 2 in there for a large. And basically, this can carry me through the morning. I'm not a tea drinker, but when I'm fasting, tea is my go-to because it doesn't have any calories. It doesn't have anything. It's just like flavored water without sugars and everything else. However, I did have them add liquid sugar because of day one. My body is I can't go straight cold turkey yet, but eventually it's just gonna be mint tea and water and lemon, maybe if I want to add, not to this, but to water. And yeah, I'm gonna just try to just go straight through without anything. I'm gonna get my vitamins together too, because I just got up this morning and was like, that's it, and that's how I do things. Really, I don't prep. I dive in head first. I just do. I can't do the prepping stage because probably by the time I get to the time I think I'm ready, I'm not. So I just go in straight in. So this is day one of I don't know. I want to say 30 days. I don't want to do less than 30 days, but I want to say 30 days. So I'm going to go 30 days. And if I go more, fine. If I don't want to do less. It would have to be drastic reasons for me to do less than 30 days. Thanksgiving is coming up. And this year, Thanksgiving, my family is going to go to Orlando. I'm not going. So that's another reason I can kind of go past Thanksgiving without having to feast on anything. But Thanksgiving is coming up, and I'm going to attempt to... anyway, I'm going off the subject again. I'm going to attempt to make a vegan meatloaf for my husband because he's vegetarian. And yeah, that's the look. He's vegetarian, so I'm going to attempt to make a vegan meatloaf for surprise because it's the first time I'll ever be making him anything because he's usually the one in the kitchen doing everything. I'm the one that's eating what I want, and he eats his vegan stuff. But I'm going to attempt to make him something because he's always cooking for me. And hopefully it goes good. Because I'm going to make it the day before because he works the day before, but he doesn't work the day of. So I'm going to make it the day before. And yeah, so that he can, and then surprise him. with his first meal from his wife. Yeah. All right, day 1. It's 9:58 right now. I'm gonna drink my mint tea, and I will check back in day 1 in the afternoon to tell you how I'm feeling, and I'm gonna check back in day 1 at night to tell you how I'm feeling. Actually, I'm now gonna weigh myself, take a picture of it, so I can have it in my records for the beginning, and I'm gonna write it on my calendar. I bought a new calendar to start my day 1. So I'm gonna I actually bought the calendar a few days ago, not knowing when I'm gonna start, but I'm glad that I bought it. So I'm gonna actually plug in my weight right now on that calendar and start. So guys, that's it. 20 minutes. I'm gonna give you, it's going on 21 minutes. I'll try to keep it within 21 minutes every time I come on. Okay. Yeah, first meal of the day. Bon appetit. Say bye, Cotton. Bye, y'all. Agape, love you.